Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Royal Gay Gangster. My name is Giovanni, but you can call me G. And today I've got somebody very special who I think I think it's best if she introduces herself.
Hi everyone, I am Lelo. For those who do know me by the other name, let's not discuss that one in the comments. Let's just keep it as Lelo. Gia and I have been friends for 14 years.
14 years.
14 years. We've been friends for a very, very long time, And I think because we've been friends for such a long time, he decided today we must have a chat. Come here, have that chat, talk about just life things.
How did we become friends? Do you remember? You don't remember?
Who introduced me to you?
Oratine.
Mutobi. The one that used to say?
Yes. Mutibi.
Mutibi, yes.
Me and him had to go to the mall because I think I had like a modeling casting at the mall that happened, and then he called you to come through to the mall. And yeah, I guess the rest is history. Yeah, ever since then we exchanged Mix It. Remember Mix It? We exchanged Mix It deeds, and then we started talking personally, and then yeah, from there we just hit it off. And 14 years later, how did we maintain our relationship throughout the years? What makes our relationship special?
I honestly don't know, because I'll be very honest, I'm like a horrible friend. I am a horrible friend. My friends will tell you I disappear.
Yes, you tend to. Yes, she tends to disappear. But one thing about her that I can say is, at least with me, I can speak from my point of view. Like, as much as you disappear, I know you're always thinking about me.
That's true.
Right?
That's very true.
Yeah. And on my end, because I'm a very prayerful person, I always pray for you.
I'm a dear prayer.
Always. And she doesn't always like everything of mine on Instagram, but I always liked every single thing of hers on Instagram, and that's a fact.
That's
you
true.
know?
That is true.
We kind of like lost contact around about the time that she decided to move to Durban to go study, but like because of Instagram, we always saw each other. We always saw what the other one was doing.
In touch that way.
Yeah, so technically we didn't lose each other. We lost contact, but we didn't lose each other. You know, like, but how did we manage to maintain a healthy friendship even though
we were not talking every single day?
Yes,
I think it has a lot to do with us respecting each other as people.
Yes.
And not taking things personally, because people go through things in life. You can't be always in someone's face all the time. And I think maybe that was that thing where it wasn't a thing of, this one hates me, but we're not talking to me.
Yes, it was never that. It never gave that.
It was a thing of we're both just living lives.
Life, yeah.
It's just we went separately somewhere, and then when I came back, because like he said, I went to Durban. I was in Durban for 5 years. Excuse me. And then when I came back, you asked me for my number on Instagram, and ever since then we just picked it up together.
Yeah. No, and also at first I was going through the whole transition with me being in the wheelchair and stuff, and I didn't know how she was gonna receive me, right? So I was very reluctant at first to ask for the number or whatever, but like,
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Because you did say like your situation, you lost a lot of people.
Yes, throughout like the whole transition, a lot of people just started disappearing, but like something clicked in my head and I was like, but like it's normals, and then when we started talking, we realized that as much as we missed each other, we didn't miss much because we kind of like just picked up where we left off.
Like,
Yeah,
literally. It didn't even feel like we skipped a beat.
We really didn't, because everything just felt natural and everything just fell into place, you know. I call her whenever I'm having a dark day. I call her when something good happened. I call her when I'm sad. I call her when I'm happy, you know. And same with her. We are there for each other.
We are there for
you
each
know.
other. That love has always been consistent and it remains.
Yeah, but we're speaking about the beautiful side of friendship, but sometimes friendship is also not that beautiful.
You know, sometimes I even to do that, like, you know, people don't notice when they are the toxic person.
Yes, very true.
They don't notice
Very
it, and because, like I said, I was very honest about myself. I'm not the greatest of friends sometimes. I'm not. I go through my own things, and I like to say that I'm a turtle. When I go through things, I recede back into my shell.
Yeah.
Because remember, before I went to Durban, I took a gap year. Everyone thought I left Kimberley. I was at home.
You were at home?
I was at home.
Okay.
I just never left the house. Ever. If I would go to the shop, I would go after the sunset. So that no one
Is this because of friendships, or was it a choice that you made?
I think at that time I was going through a point in my life where I didn't know what I wanted. And so now that not knowing what you want, it destabilized me. And then, because I like to say, sometimes I'm so focused on my own nonsense, I can't see anything else that's outside of me. And with friends specifically, that's also why I love you, like, and our friendship, because, excuse me, you didn't judge me, you didn't like throw me away because now I wasn't giving you attention. You were like, oh, she's not going to give me attention. You understand?
I get you.
And that's the thing, because sometimes people want a friendship and they want it so badly where they even start attacking you and then they become toxic. Because I've been in 2 experiences where I really wanted to be friends with, it's 2 women, with these people, but they were not respecting my boundaries. And for them, they took me placing boundaries as a slight on them. Like I was doing something wrong, or this and that, and this. And to the point where I was like, you can't beg me to be your friend.
No,
a friendship isn't something that you beg. It's not something that it happens organically. And so now, that's why I'm saying, you know, sometimes people don't see themselves wrong. They are the toxic
ones. Yes. No,
because you're just here. You can't remove yourself and look at it holistically.
Yes.
You know, and that's why sometimes even with me, there are people that I've disrespected in my life. There are friends that I've lost, knowing very well I am the reason why they are not my friend anymore. And again, I'm not going to beg you to stay in your life. I can respect your boundary and then
move on from that.
And it's it's not hateful or anything, you know. Sometimes the friendship is done.
How do you end a toxic friendship? How do you end a toxic friendship? Because this is something that I am still trying to... Earlier on, you said to me that I am too much of a good person because I would keep the toxic people around me even though I've identified that they are toxic.
They are toxic, yeah. You're a very nice person.
So my question to you is, how do I, once I've identified that this person, first of all, how do you identify a toxic person? And then how do you end the relationship with this very toxic person?
I don't know, for me, especially recently, you know, I've been doing a lot of introspection. And also introspection with my relationships with people, the connections that either we have or used to have, and all of those things. So now, what I do is, especially when something doesn't feel right in my spirit, I'll sit and I'll look at our friendship in its entirety. And then I will ask myself, how do I feel whenever I'm not with you? How does being around you make me feel?
Okay.
And then if there's always a destabilization or always, not really a fight, but you can sense that there's something that's not nice. That's then when you start looking. And you're like, okay, maybe there's a problem here.
Okay.
And then after that, I believe in God. If you really want this person in your life, you ask God. You're like, God, you can see things are weird. It doesn't make sense. Show me this person's true colors.
Okay.
Show me. If you don't believe in God, just the universe. Just put it into the universe and just say, look, I'm sensing a weirdness. Let this person show themselves.
Okay, I get that.
And once they've shown them, you must also, you've now seen the sign. They show themselves. You need to also respect yourself and just say, you know what, I don't want to fight with you. But humbly,
Move.
We need to love each other from afar.
No, I get that. I get that. So, on another end, me and you are friends. I've got another friend. You identify that this person is toxic and this person is detrimental to me, my mental health, whatever. I can't see that this person is toxic. How do you get me to see that this person is toxic?
I get that. You know, sometimes how do I say? People need to see things for themselves, because again, I can't tell you, hey, your friend is toxic, blah, 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 until you believe it.
Okay.
Me warning you, me telling you, it's really not gonna matter, because that's still your friend at the end of the day, someone you love. Because now I'm saying something negative about someone you love.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And so, unfortunately, you just need to be honest with yourself and your friendship.
Okay. I hear you. I totally get what you are saying. Yeah. So, have I had people that you could identify as toxic, but I didn't want to accept that they are toxic? Did you tell me about my toxic relationships that I had?
I think there was just the one reason. Will not mention it.
Yeah, no names. No names. No names.
I think it was honestly just that one person. But the thing is, especially with me regarding that person, I disliked her in general.
You disliked the person?
Yeah, I disliked her.
But you never came to me and said, gee.
I remember coming to you and say, if you keep hanging out with this girl, please don't call me anymore.
Yes, a lot of my friends at the time actually would come to me and say to me, we are not comfortable with this person being around. So it's cool, you can be around this person, but because you don't want to see the red flags,
yeah.
But we don't want to be around this person. But at the same time, you guys didn't exactly I feel like maybe you guys needed to hold a gun to my head.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're so much of a nice person. You give people 59 million chances.
Yes, that's the thing with me. I give people chance, and I get walked over a lot. But that was the old me. I don't think I'm that same person anymore. I'm still very nice, but I don't think
You're a little guarded now.
Yeah, I'm a bit more guarded now.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because again, you can't let someone consistently walk all over you. And that's why I was saying, even me, I have had friendships where I was the toxic friend. I was busy walking all over people. And then after they removed me from their lives, I actually noticed, given me more.
That's where me and you differ so much, because I've always, every single person that came into my life, I've always tried my best to be to play a positive role in this person's life. I can't, if I did play a toxic role in our friendship, I don't know about it, and maybe like you should say to me, yo G, you were a bit toxic here and there. And if I feel like I need to apologize, I honestly will. But I can't actually remember a time where I was the toxic one, where I didn't wish the best or want the best for everybody that was in my life, you know? So that it, for me, that even goes with like, it goes with every single relationship that I had, friendship, relationship, business, whatever. Like I always wanted the best for everybody, you know? So I feel like maybe that's why I can't always see toxicity.
Because it's not within your vocabulary.
Yeah, I guess. You get what I mean?
I get it. But then sometimes though, you need to look. You need to be observant. You need to
look with a third eye.
Yes. Also, you need to. What I do now recently, my therapist helped me with this, is that every month look on your life. How that month went. Did you like what this happened? Did you like that? What don't you like? Is there something you want to change? And excuse me, I do that also with my relationships with people. Where when I do that introspection, I'm like, okay, who did I hang up the most this month? Was it a good time? Was it a bad time? Are we always fighting? Remember that girl I was telling you about earlier? My partner said the same thing. He said, why is it after every time you are with this girl, something bad always happens? And you are tired, like your energy is just
not the same.
It's not the same as it started. You always go through something bad. And he was like, I don't like this person. I don't like her for you, and she's gonna start making us fight. We're gonna start fighting because of
her. And the moment a friend comes between you and your partner, that's a no-no.
Exactly.
That is a huge no-no.
Because this is what my partner said. He was like, why does she want your attention as if you are her girlfriend? You are not in a relationship with her, you are a friend. And if this person really respected your relationship and you, they would not be putting you in these bad things. They would not be asking you, like, they won't be inviting you more lifestyling than you feel.
True. That makes complete sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Because you know how I feel about my partner. That's the person I love, and everything. I see a future with that man. We are planning towards things, and I love him out and proud. So I'm not shy about my relationship and the fact that I love my partner. Now, why you knowing that? Why are you using me to get alcohol from people?
So basically she's selling you for booze, knowing that you've got a solid partner. Yeah, guys.
I don't intend on cheating. Cheating is not a thing for me. But if I am going to cheat, let it please be my idea.
On your account.
Hey, please. Don't put me in the things. Now I have to go fight for my vagina then.
No, I hear you.
You see, and that's why I'm saying, Ogote, especially with friends and the people in your life, just once in a while, sit and ask yourself, how does this person truly make me feel? Not how I want our friendship to be or how I think it is. How does this person truly make me feel?
No, I get you. I totally get you.
And then you move from there, because that's now what I do. Also, if people like I said, I used to be the toxic friend, and I respect people's decisions. If you don't want me in your life,
it's okay. Okay.
I'm not going to fight you to stay in your life. It is your life. You don't want me there.
Okay.
I'll respect it and accept it and move on.
Okay.
But I'll just wish you well. I'm not now also gonna hate you. Yeah, you don't want to be my friend. Now because my mom used to say like this. Lelo is the grootste movie. You don't have to go to a sangoma and.
Okay, you need to translate for the international.
Oh, sorry. The heart is the biggest witch. You don't have to go to a witch doctor or sangoma or someone to get herbs from them, and then that's how you bewitch another person. No. Just sit in that middle feel after. That energy that you're taking out into the world, it's going to affect that person.
True. So, okay, before we close, advice for new friendships, advice for old friendships.
Let me start with old friendships. If it was a thing that you really loved and you really valued it and it was really good for you, try your best to maintain it.
Okay.
You know, but also because respect must go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you know, as people grow, we change, we become different people, and this and that and that. And so, with old friendship, there has to be like a spirit of acceptance and the respect that goes both ways, because that's how you honestly maintain it. You know. And with new friends, a new friend is easy. After a month, ask yourself, how does this person make you feel?
Okay.
Because you know, with an old friend, there's a lot of mitigating factors and things like that. But a new one, a new person in your life, ask yourself. And again, I'm not saying listen to rumors and because people gossip about each other, but if people are consistently speaking negatively about this person, that person is the common denominator of that negative thing. So listen, I'm not saying formulate your opinions based on other people's things, but there's a reason why people don't see goodness in this person.
Okay.
And don't fight for a friend. A friend isn't something you fight for. Except if it's a good thing, it will be good consistently. Like how you and I, we didn't fight each other to keep each other in our lives. We just stayed. So for me, like that's how I view it. Especially now, like I don't have a lot of female friends. I want female friends, but girls are weird. And so now I judge life based on how you move and also how people talk about you.
Okay.
Because if you really are a good person, people will see goodness in you.
Yeah, true. That's very true. Yeah, no, thank you so much, Nombles. To you, she's Lelo. To me, she's Nombles.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to staying for the whole video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's on period.
Don't also forget the notification bell.
Hit that notification bell, guys. I am the Royal Gay Gangster. My name is Giovanni, but you can call me G.